Whoa, welcome back, Hot Wheels collectors. Today we are utilizing this big free Lego Cityscape table to check out all of the Hot Wheels that came out in 2021. And there were a lot of cool models here. I'm going to take each one of these off. We're going to look at them close up just real quick and get them all out. Organized currently by segmented series, not numerically, as there were 250 different cars or models, castings, released in 2021. These are not going to be in order numerically. They are going to be organized by the series. So the numbers on the cars don't always line up. Like you might have number 5 and number 245, but they will be segmented by series. I don't collect full series. I'm not a completist when it comes to current Hot Wheels, like I was in the Hot Wheels of say 1995 or so. Reason being, there's a lot of kind of Hot Wheels that don't really appeal to me. They're a little bit too kid-like. These are going to be your fantasy cars, the fictitious ones, the ones with the weird colored wheels or the kind of cheesy paint jobs. I really only go for the authentic real-life cars or cars that I think are really interesting, which do include some fictitious cars, just not the majority. So without further ado, let's get into the review. I hope I've got enough room on the table here to get all the cars out. I don't really know actually, but we'll figure it out. I've got them already organized by series, so let's get right into it. I'm going to pop this camera on here, and we're going to get two different views of the cars. Here we go. First one is going to be the 98 Subaru Impreza 22B STI version. This one is number 124 of 250. Definitely going to be an opener, as the packaging is a little bit roasted. Great casting. I don't think this one's brand new. It's from the Hot Wheel J Imports. And we've got two colors of that one. Got the dark metallic blue version as well. And of course the numbers are going to be the same at the top for the color variations, especially when they're in the same series anyways. So we'll put those aside, maybe starting over about here for the J Imports. Now there are 10 different J Imports, so I'm going to take both color variations as I have them at a time to show you guys. Very cool casting here of the 98 Honda Prelude in yellow with red interior or red with black interior. Lots of details on these models, as you can see by the tail lights, all painted up real nice. And the headlights are transparent plastic, Honda element on the hood. So that's a nice little set. That's number 2 of 10. Collection number 125 out of 250. But as you can see, even though those ones were consecutive, 124, 125, number 3 out of 10 in the J Import series is actually number 151 out of 250. So not consecutive in the numeric overall collector numbers. We've got the 1970 Toyota Celica here. Looks quite a bit different with different colored wheels and actually different style wheels entirely. Beautiful metallic pearl, kind of bluish paint job on this one, almost pearlescent. I guess that's the same thing. And then we've got the aqua blue. It's a light metallic flake on this one. And we've got the Kato House on the hood. Kato House. What does that mean? I don't know. All right, we'll put those ones aside. Number 4 out of 10. I've only got one of this particular car, so I must be missing the alternate color. It is the 71 Datsun 510. Super collectible car, so that's probably why I'm missing it if there is another variation. Yeah, they could have done with some taillight and headlight decorations. That would have looked nice. They did get the signal marker lights on the front and rear, as you can see. And the wheels look really good on this model. So that one's number 162 of 250. I'm going to have to look that one up to see if I'm missing any. And number 5 out of 10 is going to be the 89 Mazda Savannah RX-7 FC3S. Two different wheels entirely once again. Different paint job, same kind of interior and windows. And this is number 176 out of 250. So pretty cool. Dark blue paint job, nicely detailed. Taillights on both of these models with the badging and the front lights. So nice job on those two. Put those ones over here as well. And number 6 out of 10. Again, only one of these. I think it's maybe because I didn't get the treasure hunt. I do actually have a super treasure hunt of this particular 2018 Honda Civic Type R, which I will get presently because I should have had that for this video, and it's so rare that I get a treasure hunt. Might as well show the difference. Alright, just had to retrieve my treasure hunt here version, and let's take a closer look at both of these. As you can see at first glance, no difference to the packaging. And looking at the cars, it's really only the wheels that are different, isn't it? Well, the paint is actually a darker kind of darker purple pearl kind of look on the treasure hunt versus the more metallic flake on the regular. Yes, indeed. Oh, and we've got roof graphics where there were none on the regular. So some differences, probably a few others that I'm missing. There's the flame logo somewhere. Headlights look a little bit different. I don't know if that's just a little bit brighter of a tampoage on the treasure hunt. Probably not meant to look completely different. So that is number 6 of 10. And we'll put that over here. Don't want to get the treasure hunt lost, so we'll put that off to the side. And number 7 of 10. Very cool little casting. I think this one was new for 2020. Carry over into 2021. Custom 70 Honda N600. This one is collector number 187 of 250. The last one that we just looked at was number 186, and I forgot to mention that. So pretty nice little casting, as you can see. Got all the details on the headlights, grille, tail lights. Really like when Hot Wheels does that, and they are doing that more and more these days. Number 8. Oh, I've only got one of this one as well, so I don't know if these are all treasure hunts. If you guys know, let me know in the comments below. Yeah, it's a fair amount of research for me to do if I need to look up all these cars. But LB Silhouette Works GT Nissan 335 GT RR version 2. Very cool looking car. Nicely detailed. So that's number 8, and it was 204 out of 250. Number 9, I've only got one of as well. So I hope I'm not missing all the alternates here. This one's the Nissan Silvia S13. Hello, focus. And it, even though it's red, thankfully has some nicely detailed taillights so they don't just get lost. Maybe the the headlight doors are closed, in the closed position, hence why there's no details there, but we do have the marker lights detailed. Very cool little car. That one's number 213 of 250. Last car in the series, number 10 of 10, is, and that's number 214 of 250, is the 99 Honda Civic Type R EK9. I think we saw this one in black in 2020, if I'm not mistaken. But I've only got one coloration of it here. So that is every car, at least in the series of 10. Where are we going to go to now? Let's do the Hot Wheel Turbo. Turbo's a pretty cool series. This is a 5-car set. So we'll just take them down one at a time, as I think there's only one each. Number 23 of 250. And we've got the Nissan 300ZX Twin Turbo. Really cool casting. This was new last year as well, I think. Nicely detailed with the metallic blue. We've seen it in white and yellow previously. Maybe other colors. I'm going to put that over here. Okay, number 2 is the Magnus Walker. Oh, look at, we do have multiple variations of this. Magnus Walker Porsche, 89 Porsche 944 Turbo from the Urban Outlaw, number 45 of 250. And we have it in silver metallic with a dark blue tampo. And the kind of flat blue with the red tampo. Same wheels. Everything else being the same, pretty much. Tampo difference, of course, in more ways than one. So those are pretty cool. And number 3. Oh, yes. I've got 3. No, I only have 2. Should have 3 variations of this, perhaps, but I've only got 2. 91 GMC Cyclone pickup truck. And this is the metallic blue one. Nicely detailed taillights and rear badging, but sadly missing any details on the front. Interesting wheels. What are they designating these wheels these days? I don't know what all the new wheel terms are. But we've also got the Zamac version. So these would have been released only in the United States, not here in Canada. And yeah, I think you can tell that because there isn't the dual language. Or am I wrong here? No. No dual language. So we've only got English on the American version, whereas we have English and French on the Canadian version for our fellows in Quebec. Is number 92 of 250. Collector number 4 of 5. Number 118 of 250 is the 2019 Kia Stinger GT in a dark metallic red and also kind of a metallic charcoal, we'll call it. Nicely detailed headlights and taillights. Yeah, they're both detailed. It's harder to see on the red one that they have red tail lenses because it is kind of a dark red. Those are pretty cool. Well, they're all pretty cool. Number 148 of 250 and the fifth one in the Hot Wheel Turbo series. One of my personal favorite cars for the racetrack. This one does really well on Hot Wheel tracks. It is the 17 Acura NSX, also a favorite car in real life. Would have loved to have any year of Acura NSX. Or is it Acura? How do you guys say it? Acura, tomato, who knows? Okay. From there, we're going to go into the Hot Wheel Hot Trucks. This is a 10-car set. And let's see what we've got here. The 82 Dodge Rampage in red and black. Same tampos, I believe. Yeah, it's got like an orangey tampo. Well, no, same tampo, but this one's got a red, and this one has an orange tampo. Red motorcycle, black motorcycle, so that's part of the interior. Different color base. Clear windows versus dark windows, so there's a possibility that there might be some cars with a mix-up of these parts. That would be pretty cool. I haven't personally seen any. I kind of struggle to get a lot of these cars in the wild. So, and you know, I only can have an opportunity to go through so many cases at the local diecast store. All right, so we've got the Chevy Silverado Off-Road. This is number 2 of 10. Number 185 out of 250 in kind of a burnt orange metallic and bright yellow with the BF Goodrich tampos on it. Pretty cool truck. Got a good mean stance. Other than that, no difference. Number 3 of 10. This is a cool vehicle. I've only got one of it for some reason. It's the Toyota Land Cruiser. And that one is number 202 out of 250. Very cool. I've seen this in the premium lineup as well, so that's nice to have in the collection. And number 4 of 10, also only have one of this one. It is number 203 out of 250. 67 Chevy C10. Goodyear livery on it. Nice wheel choice for that one. Number 5 of 10. Another little favorite casting of mine, the 78 Dodge Little Red Express truck. Well, this one's green. It's a metallic green, and it is a treasure hunt. I just noticed I've got the treasure hunt version here, so you can see the flame on the rear fender. Pretty sure I'll have a duplicate of that one, so we'll keep that one aside and come back to it, look for any difference, as I just noticed that. Did not know that was a treasure hunt. And so that's the mainline treasure hunt. Number 5 of 10, we'll put that off to the side. Number 6 of 10 is the 49 Ford F1, number 225 out of 250. The big white wall tires on the SP5 white rim wheels. Pretty cool. Love this truck. It's really good. Oh, speaking of loving this truck, look at this one. The Toyota Land Cruiser 80. This one I'm pretty sure is new for 2021. They don't say first edition anymore. There aren't any first editions that I'm aware of. So I guess they just get incorporated into each series. Got some interesting livery on the side. G Ready and 1552. These are actual branding for parts, off-road parts. Superb details on this one. Sunroof, spare tire. Absolute gem. Number 7 of 10. Number 8 of 10. The 19 Ford Ranger Raptor. Very cool. Ford Performance livery. A dark green metallic. And number 10, 9 of 10. That would be number 237 out of 250. The 99 Ford F-150 SVT Lightning. Great details. Got the Lightning badging on the front fender. Good grille work and headlights. This was released in 2020 in, I believe, champagne gold and another color. Can't remember. Nice to see that one again in the main line. And it is also in, I believe, the premium Fast and the Furious line somewhere for 2021. This is a new casting for 2021. This one is number 245 out of 250. the 10th in the Hot Wheel Hot Trucks Range Rover Classic. And this is a Range Rover Classic in the kind of desert racing version, off-road racing. Lots of livery branding on it. We've got Michelin, Castrol, just to name a few. Okay, let's move on into what would be cool next. Well, we'll go Hot Wheel Dream Garage. There's 5 vehicles in that set. First one has a double color variation. Number 16 out of 250. And we've got the 96 Porsche Carrera. It's got this racing green and just a straight white paint job. Different tampos, of course, different wheel colors. And number 2 of 5 is the Nash. Very cool little classic car from the, I think, early 1950s. These would have had the wheels completely covered. They had covered wheels on these cars. You would just see the bottom a little bit. But this one is a custom version with a big drag motor. It's got a bit of a, kind of a, what looks to be an effect of a patina on it. Some rust sort of stuff. And the wheels are those skinny wheels. Very interesting car. I want to try that one on the racetrack at some point. I did buy a duplicate for that reason. And this car is great on the racetrack. It is the Twin Mill. Unfortunately for 2021, they went with a plastic base. This is the first year where this car is now only half die-cast metal. It was, up until 2020, always an all-metal casting. Sadly, that's number 61 of 250. Number 4 of 5, I've got 2 of the cars. That is the 67 Camaro. It hasn't had an opening hood for a couple of years now, but this casting traditionally always had an opening hood, with its first release being in 1982. So this casting has been in existence for a long time in one shape or another. Number 110 out of 250. Just a ton of interesting details on it. And we've got it gold and white. All right, let's take a pause, and we will be back in just a second. And we're back. Let's see, the next lineup is going to be Hot Wheel Torque, 1 of 5. And the collector number 85 out of 250 on this Jaguar XE-SV Project 8. Red and black, nicely detailed front end, and nicely detailed taillights. Rear badging. Same wheels on both these cars, otherwise completely the same other than the paint color. So we've got black versus red. Gotta move some of these cars out of the way, piling up around my elbows here. Number 2 of 5 is the 2020 Coensberg Jesco. This is a nice looking car. I did buy an extra for the racetrack of this model for sure. I think it's going to do really well. And that one is number 86 of 250. Number 3 of 5 is the 19 Corvette ZR1 convertible. And that's collector number 134 of 250. Silver taillights. That's weird. Number 4 of 5 is the 2020 Ford Mustang Shelby GT 500. That's number 143. Pretty cool. And number 5 of 5, we've got 2 paint variations. This is a good one. It is the 17 Ford F-150 Raptor in metallic burgundy and metallic silver. No details on the front end other than the plastic grille, some taillight details, and of course the Raptor badging. Different colored wheels, but same style. Collector number 167 out of 250. All right, making some room here. Let's go to Hot Wheel Exotics. These are always some of my favorite cars. Certainly have been in the past, and I usually collect the full series. There are 10 cars in the series. Number 174 is the Porsche 993 GT2. And we've got it in white versus red with those really cool rims. These ones are gold wrap rimmed and chrome wrapped rims. I think those are the black SB5. Very cool looking car. And number 2 I don't have. Just as I say it was going to be a full collection, number 2 I don't have. So I don't know what number 2 is. Number 3 is this Geoterra. Now, I chose not to get the alternate. I just really wanted an example of this casting, perhaps. Not really sure why I bought it. 201 of 250. So this is a fictitious car. It's definitely a futuristic looking thing. Maybe it's based off of something real. If it is, I have no idea. Number 4 of 10 is the very nice looking 2019 Audi R8 Spider. In this dark pearl blue with great tampos on it. I bet you that one would be good on the racetrack too. I don't know if I have a duplicate of that one to damage on the racetrack, as the cars do typically get pretty damaged when I race them. This is a pretty common one I found in the stores. Porsche 914 Safari. It's a fairly new casting, if not brand new for 2021. Whoa! And it is in white, as you can see, number 223. Number 6 of 10. Super cool casting. Pretty sure this one is also new. 94 Bugatti EB110 SS. And as you can see, transparent headlights as part of the window treatment. The Bugatti badging on the nose. Details on the back. And number 224. Very cool car. It's kind of a vintage supercar. Number 8 of 10. So we're missing number 7. This is number 223. And it is the McLaren F1. Nicely detailed, of course. Really good details. Love the 5-spoke rims on it. That's it. So I'm missing number 9 and number 10. No explanation as to why. But we're going to move along, and we're not going to shed too many tears on that, to the Muscle Mania 10-car set as well. Got number 1 here is the 85 Chevrolet Camaro IROC Z. Very cool. Always pick this casting up whenever it comes out in any paint job. Looks really good. Longtime fan of that car. Number 2 of 10, number 192, is the 67 Ford Mustang Coupe in metallic purple. It's a nice size casting. Really like it. Substantial car with the gray 5 spokes. This is even nicer though by far. 71 Plymouth Roadrunner. Look at the blue paint on this. So nice. It almost looks like a Spectre Flame. It's so shiny and deep. But it is not Spectre Flame paint, and it has those interesting wheels, which first came out several years ago in the, I believe it was the Classics line, or a re-release of the Classics. I can't remember. It was some weird line, of which I did collect everything. Number 4 of 10, another cool car I always collect, and that is the 87 Buick Regal GNX. When this casting first came out in 2007, it had a removable hood with an engine underneath. I've got a little bit of flashing issues on this one and a chip on the rear fender. Hopefully I have another one of those. I'm going to put that one aside and hope find a duplicate for that one. This one is the AMC Rebel. Also really cool car. Goodyear livery on it. Hot Wheel logo, flame logo on the fender. Chrome bumpers, blacked out grille as part of the interior. Number 219. Very nice car. Really happy to see that one in the Muscle Mania lineup. As well, of course, this car as well. The 67 Oldsmobile 442 with the iconic Golf livery all over it. Just love these big 60s, 70s cars. And you know, another 5-10 years, Hot Wheels probably not going to be producing these, because I've noticed that the cars they produce are always about 40 years behind the current date, 40, 50 years maximum. After that, there's very few offerings. If you look back a few years ago, I'm digressing here, but you look back a few years earlier, and we would see a lot of cars from the 30s, and then a lot of cars from the 40s, and then the 50s, and now we're seeing cars from the 60s and more from the 70s, and now from the 80s. You can see the cars are kind of phasing out the decades, kind of keeping in line with the age group of people that are interested in collecting Hot Wheels, which does seem to be between the majority of people between like 20 and 50 years old. So that kind of explains it. 68 Plymouth Barracuda Formula S. Here, this is number 239. So that's another really important reason why we're seeing a lot of cool cars from the JDM import side of things. Those awesome cars from the 90s, early 2000s, because those are all cars some of us adult guys grew up with, or at least our friends had some of them. Number 8 of 10 is going to be the 65 Ford Galaxy. This is really cool looking. Big number 21 on it. And the Edelbrock, Goodyear, Mogul, Mobile. Geez, there's so many. Oh, it's a treasure hunt. Look at that. Got a flameage on here. Huh. Well, there you go. So most likely the cars I'm missing are mainline treasure hunts or super treasure hunts. That I did not know. I'm going to put that one aside. And that's it. I don't have number 9 or 10. So you tell me, were those treasure hunts or am I just missing cars? We're going to go into the Baja Blazers. And unfortunately, we can't even start with number 1, I don't think, because I don't have it. So we're going to start with number 2. That is the 70 Dodge Power Wagon in yellow or orange. And we got these interesting muddy wheels, muddy rendition brown wheels with the black rims. And on this one, these really odd chrome, well, I guess they're beadlock rims. Big off-road tires, transparent blue windows on this one, black tint windows on this one, black interior, red interior. Very interesting. I like to see those variations. Look at that one over there. Number 3 of 10. One variation, Toyota off-road truck. This is number 4 of 250. The last one was number 3 of 250. And orange with the chrome red beadlock rims on the brown tires. Okay. Number 4 of 10. Oh, I've got 3 variations. One of them is a Zamac. And let's just look at them all first. There you go. So these ones were commonly available in store here in Canada. Land Rover Defender 90. Again with the brown mud look wheels. Olive green drab, glossy, and a flat dark blue paint job. No obvious extra details on this one. And then of course the Zamac version here with mud. Oh, they all have mud splashed up all along the side, so we should take note of that. It's a nice little feature of the Tampo. And this one says Zamac on the right under where the door handle is. That's a difference. And of course, just the English on this one again, as that is a United States release only. And number 6, I don't have 5, so I've got 6 of 10. And that is the Lancia Delta Integral. I hope I said that right. Okay, nice car. 4-door rally car in black or white. And nicely, we've got a number 5 on this one and a number 6 on this one. So you can actually set your rally up without duplication of race numbers. Other than that, everything else on the Tampo appears to be the same. This one has the blue background, whereas this one has white, where the number is, and the, whatever that says, Bilstein, and the other brand name. So, pretty cool. Nice little casting. That one is number 51 of 250. And number 7 of 10 is the 19 Chevy Silverado Trail Boss LT. In camouflage, 19 racing number, bunch of interesting livery under the door, big brown wheels, some nice casting. Number 8 and number 110 in the top is the 2020 Ram 1500 Rebel in a really nice looking metallic green with detailed taillights and headlights. Even the Ram logo on the grille is painted. And then we've got in this nice looking pearl blue on those big brown plastic tires. The wheels are the same, gray beadlocks on them. And the final one I have, because I'm missing number 9, is number 10, the Big Air Bel Air. Big Air Bel Air, really cool casting. One of the few 1950s cars that we see. It's a big old 55 Chevy Bel Air. It looks more like a demolition derby car than a jump car. But either way, you can let your imagination do the work for you on this one. It's really quite a nice one. I really like this casting. Hoping to see a lot more of that one. Okay, where are we off to next? Let's look at, and we are going to Hot Wheels Screen Time. Number 1 of 10 is the Hyperfin. So this is a fictitious car. Number 11 of 250, Fast and the Furious Spy Racers. I assume this is a television show of some sort that I don't watch. Looks like an interesting kind of car. Typically don't buy stuff like that, but I will buy this. This is the X-34 Landspeeder from Star Wars. Very cool. Very, very cool. Awesome that Hot Wheels was able to get the licensing to make this casting. I think it's going to look really good. Next to my Jawa Sandcrawler. We're going to have to do a scale sandcrawler land speeder scene here at some point. Look out for that. And this one is collector number 12 of 250. I did buy quite a few of these. Pretty much every single one I found. And also for this one here, but this was probably the most popular casting of 2021. It is, of course, the Party Wagon from Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Collector number 39 of 250. The most desired casting of 2021. By far. It's got a metal metallic green base, yellow plastic body. And I think that's a plastic roof. Yeah, it's plastic. So it doesn't weigh very much, but Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles made a real comeback in 2021. Scooby-Doo was pretty hard to find as well. The Mystery Machine. We've seen various iterations of this car that look almost identical to this one over the years. The only difference usually being the shade of orange in the interior and the wheels. On this one we have the copper orange 5-spoke type wheel. Those are not true 5-spokes. So what designation are those? I don't know. Again, they're from that series that I cannot remember what it's called. This one is number 107 of 250. And number 8 of 10. It's a pretty cool little casting. It is the Mario Kart standard kart. Number 8 of 10. So we're missing a whole bunch. We're missing 6 and 7 in between the last one and this one. 166 of 250. Most likely they were just cars I didn't want to collect. Either that, they were highly desirable, or maybe a treasure hunt. Who knows? Number 9 of 10 is the Disney Steamboat. I normally don't collect stuff like this, but I knew that it was going to be interesting, and I would regret it if I didn't buy it. This one, interestingly, says new for 2021, and it has Mickey Mouse under the Disney insignia. Special feature. See back for details. What is the special feature? Does it float? Disney statement. Steamboat Willie premiered as the first Disney animated film to use synchronized sound and blah, blah, blah. Bunch of stuff. What's the feature? What is the feature? The feature is you can swallow it. Not suitable for children under 36 months. Generate small parts. That's the feature. Okay, final one I collected in the set. And this is a hard one to find as well. Probably just as hard to find as the Party Wagon. That is the Beetles Yellow Submarine. Number 10 of 10 on the screen time. 226 of 250. So basically, whether you collect Hot Wheels or not, and there are a lot of Beatles fans, you might have collected this one. So pretty cool. I think I only got one of this casting as well. I maybe got 2 Party Wagons, but no more than that. We're going to move on into Hot Wheel art cars. There's a 10-car series here. Again, I didn't buy every single one. It's a smattering of realistic cars, fantasy cars, all with kind of very interesting paint jobs on them and graphics. Well, the graphics are extremely interesting. This one's got the skull with the flower eyes, I think, and flowers all over it. Very cool looking. Skull wheels. I mean, that's probably one of the coolest features about this car, is those skull wheels. I'm going to call them skull wheels. Skull wheels! And that one is number 19 of 250, 1 of 10. Next one is going to be number 3 of 10. And I have 3 variations of this, as I was fortunate enough to find a Zamac. And when I don't just find the Zamacs, I get them at my local diecast store, Aurelia Diecast. And occasionally, when Sean orders a case, he gets cases from the United States, and that's why there's Zamacs sometimes in them. Otherwise, you're not going to find these here in Canada, at least not around here. 80 El Camino, again, very cool artworky type cars. So I don't consider these cheesy paint jobs, as I may have suggested when I started the video. These are artistic paint jobs, so there's a difference. And I do like the art cars. And I also really like this casting. It's going to have the Zamac, yeah, there on the rear fender. That's the difference in the tampo. Well, I mean, the tampos are all different colors too, to match the different colored cars. Very cool. Skip number 4, 5, 6, and 7, and moving right on into number 8. That is the La Troca. La Troca. And this one has H on the roof. White. Pearl white with gold. And black with gold. Nice looking casting. Don't see this casting too often anymore. It's not actually that old of a casting either. I think that came out in the mid-2000s. Number 10 of 10, so I'm missing number 9, and also missing any variations on color of the Mad Manga I used to collect every single one of the Mad mangas, but I think they just produced a lot of them, so I stopped collecting every single one. And this one has the W's on it. Pretty cool. Okay, we'll move those out of the way, make some room, and we're going to go into Hot Wheel Green Speed. This is an electric car series. Pretty cool and fitting for 2021. We're probably going to see a lot more electric car series in the years to come as electric cars become dominant on the roads in North America and most of the world. Well, not most of the world, but much of the world. Formula E-Gen 2 car. Is that right? Formula E-Gen 2 car. And number 1 of 5, collector number 126. Got the champagne color and the black with white. These are plastic bases, I think. Yeah, they're plastic bases. But I bet you these cars do well on the racetrack. I have to try that out at some point. Missing number 2, but I would not miss number 3. That is the Tesla Cybertruck. Probably also one of the hardest vehicles to find of 2021. And just in real life. Where are the Cybertrucks? They're not on the roads yet, and they're not going to look like this when they do come on the roads. Too angular to meet most government-regulated crash standard tests. It's going to be a lot more rounded than this, most likely, when it hits the road. Or at least the corners, anyways. This is really cool, though. It's got a black plastic kind of grill on the back. I actually have one of these loose. Let's grab that and take a look at it. And there it is. Very, very cool. So as you can see, it's got a transparent interior or window, so there is an interior in it. It's hard to see because it's kind of a smoked plastic. Doesn't open, but really cool vehicle. And you know, I've been wanting to, we're going to back up a second here and look at this land speeder, because I am going to do a video with it with my Jawa sandcrawler. And I haven't opened one of these things actually this year, so let's take a look at this. Wow, that is pretty cool. It's got the exposed engine on one side. It's actually pretty heavy for a little piece. Nice clear window. And the scuff's all well done with the tampos. Those little brown plastic roller wheels. So two very iconic vehicles. And pretty happy to have those. Those are always going to be on display in my Hot Wheel room somewhere. So now we can move along from that and check out number 4 of 5. Back to the Hot Wheel Green Speed series. This one is number 208. It is the Porsche Taycan Turbo S. Interesting looking car. Almost looks like a fish. Fishy looking face on it. Really good details on the back. Well, and on the front. Very, very well detailed car. And the final car in the series is number 5. Number 217 in the top. That is the Nissan Leaf Nismo RC02. Super well detailed, silver metallic paint. Fully transparent black window canopy making up the roof as well. And black plastic base. Pretty cool car. Okay, next set that we're looking at is the Hot Wheel Getaway. This is going to be a sporadic set. I'm not going to have everything probably from all 5 vehicles, but the Barbie Dream Camper. And there's Barbie up in the corner, number 21 of 250. So everyone probably remembers these if you grew up in the late 90s, early 90s, whatever, through the 2000s. I'm sure they still sell this, but the big plastic Barbie camper mobile with all Barbie's stuff in it. So that's represented nicely here. It's got a metal base, black plastic body, and probably a, I'm not sure if that's a window or a pop-out. Don't really know. I only got one of those, even though those are hard to find. It don't really, it's all right. And same with this one, the RV There Yet. I like the name better than I like the car. RV There Yet. It is a cute car, but you know, again, it's kind of cartoonish. Nice big chunk of diecast on the back and a plastic car on the front. And looks like the trailer just kind of went right in the back of the car. He slammed on the brakes a little too hard and smash-o. That's number 22. And we still got some more. Hot Wheel Getaway series was blessed with the 20 Jeep Gladiator, which of course we just saw in the Fast and the Furious Fleet Premium of 2021. Really nice that it made it into the Furious Fleet. Here it is in the dark metallic pearlescent blue. It's not metallic, it's pearlescent. and the mild metallic green. What does it say on the door? Diecast, built to last. Very cool. Got a skull on the back. Got the 2 dirt bikes in the bed of this truck. Headlights are part of the interior windows, so they're transparent, smoked black plastic. And that's number 117 of 250. And I don't have, so I'm missing a few out of that series. We're going to go on to the Batman series. Got 2 variations of the first one that we're looking at. Number 1 of 5 and number 8 of 250. Batman Arkham Knight. That's where this car's from. The Arkham Knight Batmobile. Got it in camouflage, as well as this dark metallic burgundy. Pretty cool. And what else we got? Not much. We're skipping right to 4 of 5, and that is the final car that I collected in this set, or was able to find, one or the other. Batmobile. This one is from The Batman. So that's pretty cool. I actually just bought a Lego set of this car too. I've got to build at some point. I really like this car though. It's a nice satin black, and it looks kind of like a 70s muscle car that's been converted. So I really do like it for that reason. We're doing a little bit of a hodgepodge of collections here. We're getting to the bottom, and then we're going to spin the whole thing around, and I've got a few more series to look at on the other side. But down lower to the bottom here, we've got a few hodgepodge collections, incomplete collection, I should say, using proper English. Number 238 of 250 and number 8 of 10 in Hot Wheel Rescue is the Alpha Pursuit. So it's a fictitious car. So that's probably why I didn't get too many of those. Oh, these are out of order. Got number 1 of 10 right here. That's Mercedes-Benz Unimog 1300 Search and Rescue. That's a cool casting. Really like that one. This is a desert racer though. So you can see it's got big spare wheels in the back. And number 3 of 10 is the Hot Wheel Rapid Responder, formerly known as the Rescue Ranger, from right back to about 1974, I think, when that casting first came out. Now it's all plastic with a metal base, whereas before it was all metal with a plastic base. It has been plastic on metal now for a couple of years at least. 3 of 10 and number 206 of 250. So I don't really collect this one anymore, but I got it here, so maybe I changed my mind for 2021. Don't typically buy plastic body Hot Wheels. I like to buy the ones with the metal body, plastic base. I'm not really into the plastic bodies. Sometimes they're good for the racetrack though, because then all the weight is low, so low center of gravity with the metal base. 6 of 10 is the 96 Chevrolet Impala SS. Pretty cool casting. I just wish they'd made this car a little bit bigger. The scale is just a little bit small. But then again, Hot Wheels doesn't make any claim to adhering to any set scale, so I really can't fault them for that. Number 7 of 10 is the 15 Dodge Charger SRT Rescue 7 yellow paint job. Pretty sure this car came out in white as well. But again, I'm not really 100% on that. So that's all from that series, and we're going to go over to Hot Wheel Race Team. This is just a tough collection to get, I've noticed. Oftentimes, I don't end up getting both color versions. But for number 1 of 10 and collect number 168, the 87 Dodge D100. I think this is a new casting as of 2020. Maybe it was for 2021, though. Got flat blue and gloss orange. It's another desert racer. And we're going to skip right up to number 4. I don't know what 2 and 3 were. Indy 500 Oval in flat blue. That's collector number 195. And number 4 of 10. Number 5 of 10 and collect number 210 is the GT Scorcher. Another fictitious car. Looks a little bit like a circle track car. Not really sure. Flat blue again. So you either get them in flat blue or orange. 64 Nova Wagon Gasser. If this one came out in orange, I'm missing it, sadly, as I only have this flat blue version. This is a really cool casting, which I like to collect all of them. But I don't have all of them, obviously. 232. That's it for that selection. And we're going to go on over to Hot Wheel Drift. This would be a 5-car selection of vehicles. And the first one is the Toyota AE86 Sprinter Trueno. Trueno? I don't know if I'm saying that right. I know that's an AE86. I mean, that part I knew, but I don't know what that Trueno is all about. Interesting graphics on this car. Very nice casting. It's come out a number of years back. I think this one was first released in about 2007 or 8. So it's been in the lineup for a while, and it's nice to see it again. Very nice casting. Where am I putting all these? I guess we'll put them down here. Number 2 of 10, I was especially happy about. This is new for 2021. It is the Dodge van. The Dodgy van, as they call them in Japan, where they actually race them like this. Pretty much stock, no windows. All the interior removed other than the driver's seat. Little wheels with slicks on them, I think is the only difference for most of them. Hot Wheels has done a nice job here. As you can see, it's carrying a go-kart in the... if you look through the roof, there's a go-kart, a couple spare rims underneath it, and the front and passenger seat. Big shifter between the front and passenger seat. So it is a race set kind of Dodgy van. RYU, what does that say? I can't read it. But really cool. Mopar, and we've got the Moon Eyes graphics on it as well. Nicely detailed grille. So this one's I'm especially fond of this because I actually have this vehicle in real life in my driveway. It's my cargo van, which I use for work-related things for the most part. I've also used it for camping. Mine's a stock 94 Dodge B350, so mine's the 1 ton. It's certainly no race car, but it does have a lot of get up and go for a vehicle with over 300,000 kilometers on it. And not that much rust. Okay, number 3 of 5. So it looks like we've got a pretty complete series here. Is the Astana Hoto. This is another custom fictitious car. Probably from the television shows. We've got this little digital character, Spy Racers, yeah, the Spy Racers television show. Gloss black, it's got some taillight details, some headlights, fog lights. Pretty neat. And number 4 of 5. Yeah, I've got the whole set here. Wow. That is the custom 18 Ford Mustang GT. Charcoal. Red plastic base. Dual wheel colors. And that one's number 127 out of 250. The final car is a pretty cool car introduced in the Japanese Classics Premium Series a few years back. It is the Mazda RX-3 in white with those blacked out wheels on it. Collector number 137. That's a really cool car. I like the RX-3 a lot. Check out the Hot Wheels logo on the hood. And Mad Mike Whittet. Whittet? Mad Mike Whittet. I guess those are his initials on the roof. MM for Mad Mike. Pretty cool. All right, I need a drink of water, and we're going to keep going from here. Oh my... Gee. All right, let's keep going then. We've got the Mattel Games. This is a 5-car set. We're going to start with the 32 Ford Uno paint job livery going on here. One of the few cars of the 30s that we still see. Probably not for much longer. Pretty cool little casting. It's got the wild card on the back of the red version and the number 2 Uno. It's a pretty fun game. I've got fond memories of Uno. And, well, other than that, the cars are basically the same. Uno and Dos. 1 and 2. Well, 1 being the wild card. So, there you go. Number 1 of 5. Number 2 of 5 is the Roger Dodger. This has always been one of my favorite old castings. It dates back to 1974 as well, I'm pretty sure. Or 75, one or the other. It's an old casting. Of course, it has a plastic base now. Reply, hazy, try again. What's that all about? I have no idea. I don't know. It is the Magic Ball. Maybe it has something to do with the Magic 8 Ball. Just a really cool casting. That one is number 73. This one was number 27. And we do have number 3 of 5, and we have number 4 of 5, but it doesn't look like number 5 of 5. Number 3 of 5 is the Zombot. This is another old casting. Goes back to the mid-80s anyways. I think 1985 or 86. And this one is metal on the base, plastic on the top, so nothing changes there. And pretty cool. collector number 46. That is from the Rock'em Sock'em robots. Oh, that's that game where they stand up and fight each other. So there's probably a blue version I'm missing where Rock'em Sock'em had a red and a blue robot in a arena where they would punch each other, and you have two kids on either side of the arena with the dials and the buttons or the levers, and it would kind of make the robots rock and sock. That's pretty cool. Then we've got the Guster paint job. Guster, what is that? Guster or something. The Cloud. And that is on the 55 Chevy Bel Air Gasser. Very popular casting. It wasn't quite as popular with this paint job. I did notice that it didn't sell as quickly as this casting typically does. So, like I said, we're missing number 5 of 5, but we're going to move along. Some random cars, no complete series here. This is the Mattel Dreammobile. This is the number 2 of 5, collector number 14. This is the first Hot Wheel that the creators of Hot Wheels conceptualized, I guess, 75 years ago in 1945. Keep in mind the first Hot Wheels were actually produced in 1968. So 23 years earlier. I can't remember the guy's name. I should know this stuff, but I just watched the documentary, and this was a model of a car that he had produced. It was a large-scale plastic model, the first toy car he was trying to get kids interested in around wartime. And this is it, the Mattel Dreammobile. It was originally produced in red plastic. Very few quantities of it exist. So I'm probably missing a red version, but I do have the blue and green. Unless maybe the red one came out in 2020. I don't think this is a brand new casting. So it's possible I do have the red one, and maybe that's why I'm trying to kind of remembering that. That's the only one I got out of the Tuned series. That was the Tuned series. So probably the other cars were just hokey looking things, but let's see what we got down here. A whole bunch of Rod Squad cars. These are from the Fast and Furious Spy Racers, a Netflix original TV series. Well, that explains it. Netflix, what is that? The Ion Motors Thresher, sorry. Looks pretty cool. Got nice silver trim decoration around the windows, tail lights, metal on plastic base. Kind of looks like it could be a real car, but it definitely is not. The Bone Shaker. This is a pretty iconic casting, and this is the version with the open roof versus the Bone Shakers that we see with the closed roof. That's the newer casting. Number 4 of 5 and collector number 161. Got yellow and charcoal gray moon equipped livery on the sides. Gotta love that skull grill with the headlights, which are actually its skull hands, kind of outset of the skull face. Oh, we've got 2 here. Why do we have 2? I don't know. Alright, probably an extra. Shouldn't be that way. Put one of those aside. And the final one that I have is number 5 of 5. This is a new for 2021. It is the Muscle and Blown. So another fictitious car, but I thought it looked pretty cool. Kind of looks like a modified RX-7 or RX-8, sorry. But it's not. It's just something pretty neat. So that is the Rod Squad series. That last car was collector number 184. And what are we going for now? We've got just a few cars here from the Holiday Racers. The Quick Bite. The Quick Bite. What was this one called before? I'm trying to remember. It's got quite a few modifications to the casting, though. It's an older casting. Didn't have those roof window elements before. And the window panes in the back. That was just one window before. And I think it was just called the Ice Cream Van or Ice Cream Truck, something like that. It does have a guy standing. It should have a guy standing in there anyways. I don't see one, though, on this casting, interestingly. Nobody's serving ice cream, so it's not the same vehicle. This is a Quick Bite casting. Happy New Year 2021. Collector number 48. The only 2 other cars I have from this set is the Volkswagen Beetle. And this is the Valentine's Day number 0214 on the door. Same tempo. Love with 2021 on the roof. And we've got the pearlescent red. And kind of just a... Is that a pearlescent? Pearlescent white as well. Number 4 or 5, collector number 96. A few of those cars there. Scrape in the very bottom rack here. What else have we got? The Hot Wheel Metro series. This would have been a 10-car set. Hot Wheels Ford Transit Connect with the Pep-Up and Sons, Pep-Up, Pest Patrol Co. That's pretty cool. A lot of plastic on this little van. Kind of looks like a Ford Transit. Oh, it is a Ford Transit. Hot Wheels Ford Transit Connect. Did I just say that? Maybe I'm losing my mind. Yeah, so that's number 1 of 10, collector number 7 in the series overall. Number 55 out of 250, and number 4 in the series is the Surfin' School Bus. I did have an opportunity to get the alternate color of it, but it just looked even kind of weird. I only like this one because of the blue flames. It's a cool bus, but it doesn't fit. The Plano cases doesn't really fit anywhere, actually. And this one's a new casting, I believe. The Rajin Express. I'm not saying that right, but these are trucks that you would typically find in India, I think, and maybe India or China, one or the other. I don't know. But it's got a lot of decorations on it, kind of depicted here with all the chrome accessories on the cab. I'm sorry I don't know more about this, but I'm drawing a blank. Anyways, it's pretty cool. Number 7 of 10, collector number 102. Didn't see any other versions of that one in my travels. Next set we have here is Hot Wheel Flames. And surprisingly, not very many. This would have been a 5-car set as well. We got the mod rod, so that's obviously not a real hot rod. Collector number 189. This one's a real car, and it is number 207. That's number 205. The 68 Mercury Cougar in a deep metallic green with those kind of neon yellowy green flames and black flames on the side. And the 52 Chevy pickup truck with these rusty patina flames. That is really cool. I don't remember this one, but it's an awesome old truck. I'm very happy to have that one in the collection, number 229. And from here, we're on to the Experimotors. Experimotors, I've got a 10-car set. Well, I don't, but there's a 10-car set. I've got number 6 as my first one. That's the Loopster. These connect together front to back. I've got quite a collection of Loopsters over the years. I've always been meaning to do a Hot Wheel track video with all of my Loopsters going through loop-de-loops, but yet to get around to it. Maybe sooner or later. Special feature. See back for details. What is it? What is it? Where's the special feature? Oh, there we go. That's the special feature. I missed that on the last one. I can't remember which car it was now, but anyways. And then we've got this thing. See Me Rollin'. That's a new one, I'm pretty sure. Number 7 of 10, collector 81. So as it rolls, there's a die in here that actually rolls. And you can just stop it anywhere in the roll to see where it randomly stops at, as the wheel, the back wheel, is printed with a die set, 6-sided die, I guess. So I thought that was kind of a cute little game piece, perhaps. Could be incorporated into something. Number 7 of 10. And last rack on this side. And then we've got 3 more rows on the other side of awesome Hot Wheels. So hope you are enjoying this video so far. It's a long one, but it's a big collection of cars for 2021. And at some point, all these cars are going to get opened up, but that's probably going to be years away because I'm only at 1995 in my year-by-year review. And so anyways, maybe we're doing this backwards and forwards at the same time. Who knows? Maybe we won't open them up. I don't really know. Mars Perseverance Rover. This is the Perseverance Rover. This one was a hard one to find as well. From the Hot Wheels Space Series, number 1 of 5 with the brown wheels. Very cool. It's got a transparent plastic base. And from that same series, we've got the 70s van, formerly known as the Super Van. Same casting. This one dates back to 1974 as well. And that is from the Space Jam, a new legacy movie. So you got the Space Jam Time Squad on the side. I don't know, it's not the Space Jam movie. Is that a Space Jam TV show? I don't know. Who knows? Collector number 198. Here's a standalone vehicle from a collection called the Hot Wheel Glow Racers. Number 5 of 5 is the Duck and Roll. Duck and Roll. So this one actually glows in the dark. Can we see it glow in the dark? No, it's not dark in here. Anyways, pretty cute. Metal base. Collector number 111. And another standalone from a 5-vehicle set is the Hot Wheel Daredevils is the series and head gasket. So we've got a helmet over top of an engine with some big side pipes, spoiler, plastic base. Pretty cool. Collector number 75. And then there's this thing, the Street Beast series, 1 of 5. Hotweiler instead of Rottweiler, I guess. It's got like a dog's snout with teeth on the front as the hood, up the sides, and there's the ears, the eyes are the windows. Cut a chain around its collar, holding it kind of back, maybe. Just kind of a pretty inventive little piece. Some of the fictitious fantasy cars I just think are great, so I do have to collect those. All right, we got to turn this whole thing around and see the other side. Let's get the cars. As you can see on the front of the display here. Oh, I've also got lots of new Matchbox cars. I've got the moving parts, Matchbox. So there's a whole nother thing that we're going to do. That's a separate video, obviously. Because this is probably going to be an hour long by the time I'm done here. Which typically my year-by-year videos, they do stretch on sometimes. First set we're going to look at is, wow, this is a cool one. Factory Fresh. So they don't have first release or, new models series, but Factory Fresh is for sure a bunch of Factory Fresh new models. Getting thirsty. All right, number 1 of 10 is the, turn that on, 2020 Jaguar F-Type. And here it is in metallic blue and charcoal silver. Completely different wheels, which is really nice to see. Painted taillights. Nice painted headlights as well. Very nice car. Collector number 25. So that's pretty cool. And number 2 of 10. Well, I don't know. Are these brand new models? I thought we've seen this car before. So Factory Fresh doesn't necessarily mean new models. I apologize, because I've seen the Volvo 850 Estate in 2020. That I'm sure of. It had a police paint job at first. That's probably one of my favorite castings as of late. Love these Volvo wagons, and they did a nice job detailing it all the way around. So we've got yellow and red. That's collector number 43. Number 3 of 10. Thankfully, I have both paint variations here. I can tell you that the black paint variation was very hard to come by. So was the blue one, but the Honda Civic Si, that's collector number 63. So the black one came out after the blue pearl paint job right at the end of 2021. And these things got scooped up everywhere I went. They did not stick around long. Most of them I got from a really diecast. Otherwise, I don't think I would have found them all that often. Certainly not the black version in my local stores. They just get hoarded and scalped, I assume. I don't know. Hoarded anyways. Number 4 of 10, 64. That is the 17 Lamborghini Urus. So we've seen this casting before as well. I distinctly remember it in yellow at the very least. So these are Factory Fresh, I guess, only so far as 2020. Make sure I'm on the right year here. 2020, it says on the copyright, which actually means released in 2021. It's always about a year behind, so it seems. Number 5 of 10. Yeah, we can confirm that right now. Number 5 of 10, new for 2021. That is the 06 Pontiac GTO from the Factory Fresh series. And as you can see, the copyright is 2020 right there. So this is a really cool casting. These are Factory Fresh. And I guess that's the delineation of a new model, is when you see new for 2021. That's when you know it's a new casting. Really not to do with anything else. And hopefully they put that on each of the new castings. I'm not sure that they do. But I really like this model. It's got a great detail. Long live Pontiac, although it doesn't exist anymore. Obviously a fan of Pontiacs. I've owned a couple of Pontiacs over the years and still do. Number 6 of 10, I've only got one of. That's the 95 Mazda RX-7 in gloss black. Very cool. So sadly, I'm either missing a treasure hunt or a mainline. Hopefully not a mainline. I don't actively collect the treasure hunts. If I find them, that's great, but I'm not going out of my way to spend extra on treasure hunts. I can't buy into the whole philosophy of it. Overpaying on new vehicles that are only $1 in the store. I mean, I get that they're very collectible, but I can't buy into it. So we've got number 7 of 10 here, collector number 112. That's the McLaren Speedtail in silver and in burgundy. Both of them, of course, intentionally have a different kind of front wheel. Very cool car. Probably going to be very good on the racetrack. Number 8 of 10 is another really awesome car that I'm happy to see in the collection, is the Mercedes-Benz 500e. And they've done a great job at Mattel with the paint jobs on these. Lots of detail for the headlights, grille, license plate. And same for the back with the badging, taillights, and license plate. Got it in black. Just crunch that package. How do they do that? How? Oh well, doesn't matter. Very neat. 9 of 10. The Nissan R390 GTI. Probably another great car for the racetrack. Collector number 138. The dark pearl blue and the dark metallic red. Very detailed taillights and headlights on that car. And another awesome casting. Very nice to see this one out. The 94 Audi Avant R52. Got it in blue enamel and silver metallic. Tons of detail on these cars as well, as you can see. Look at the taillights. Just an iconic car. You don't see these on the roads too often around my parts anyways, here in the Rust Belt of Southern Ontario. That was number 10 of 10, collector number 157. And we are on to a new line of vehicles. That's all 10 vehicles. So it appears I'm only missing the alternate of that black RX-7. We're going to go to Hot Wheel Race Day now. Number 1 of 10. That is the Triumph TR6 with the number 54 on the sides and hood. Metallic green and auburn. There you go. Collector number 9. Just number 9. Number 2 of 10 and collector number 10 out of 250 is the 64 Corvette Stingray in red or white, intentionally with the spot where the racing number goes left blank. Yet to be numbered car. Just showed up at the race day, I suppose, awaiting a number in this case. So that's pretty cool to see a car like that. We don't often see those 60s Corvettes as much as we used to in the Hot Wheel lineups. It used to be very common to see that car in every single year of Hot Wheels. We are seeing a lot of the Corvette Grand Sport Roadster, though. It seems to come out a lot. It's here it says Track Stars on it, so it's good on the racetrack. Collector number 53. And we've got it in yellow, the gray 5 spokes, or blue. And very different tampos, as you can see. One awaiting a number. The other one has number 2 already assigned. And number 2 on the left side of the trunk, whereas it's on the right on this side, and the reverse for the hood. So different tampos entirely for the most part. Also, we've got, what does that say? The name, Tusk on the door, and no name. Hot Wheel flame logo, no flame logo. So different tampos. Interesting. Number 4 of 10 and collector number 57 is the BMW M3 GT2. That huge spoiler, red or white. Both are number 3. Different color tampos, of course. Not enough details on the headlights and taillights. Oh, and we've got a Zamac of that one too. So there you go. That's cool to see. Looks good in Zamac. So just no paint on the Zamacs. They're unfinished, just a tampo. All American, or English, I should say, on the back. Probably the best car in this lineup, though, in my opinion, is the Magnus Walker Porsche 935 from the Urban Outlaw series. Number 5 of 10. And collector number 58. So at first they almost look the same. You've got the gray 5 spokes, gold 5 spokes, red base, blue base. The tampos are the same except for the hood, red versus blue. And other than that, I think that's about everything. So I almost missed one of these actually when I was collecting, because I was just kind of grabbing everything that was new and overwhelmed by the number of Hot Wheels. This was really a die cast, so yeah, anyways, we're going to move on to number 6 of, oh, we got 2 here. Number 6 of 10. That is this awesome looking Corvette C8R in a charcoal silver metallic. Looks really good. I'm pretty sure this was a super or a treasure hunt otherwise. If it wasn't, that was a mistake on Hot Wheels' part, but I'm almost sure it was. Collector number 105. Would have been nice with some red paint on the taillights, but oh well. Number 7. Number 7. So we're missing number 6. What was number 6? Must have been a treasure hunt. 2018 Bentley Continental GT3. This is collector number 133, and we've got it in white with the Bentley insignia across the roof, and also in this deep, dark hunter type green. Otherwise the same. And number 8 of 10 is the 67 Ford GT40 MK4. Red and yellow. This is new for 2021. New casting. So they must only put it on the first paint release of the car because it's not on the red one. So we saw that before somewhere before. Matching plastic base, which is nice to see. Transparent window integrated headlights. And that's collector number 106. The last car I have, because I'm missing number 9 of the 10 as well. And that is number 10 of 10. Collector number 156. The Mustang Funny Car in gray enamel paint. And this car is screwed to the base. I think, if I'm not mistaken, this car used to have a flip hinge where it would open and close. Maybe that's a different Funny Car I'm thinking of. I'm not 100% sure anymore. We're going to look at, we've got only 2 series left, Then and Now and Hot Wheels Speed Graphics. Both are great series of vehicles, but we are going to have to make a little bit of room here. So there we go. We're going to start with Hot Wheels Speed Graphics. And I've got a fairly complete collection of these. Starting with the 2016 Ford GT Race, collector number 67. We've got it in silver metallic with a plastic silver fin, gloss black. Tempo difference, white Borla versus black Borla, brighter red versus darker red with the 78. Just a really nice model though. Great details on the headlights. No taillight details. Not a big deal. 50% there. Got 3 variations of the next one, which is number 2 of 10. Collector number 68, and that is the Subaru WRX STI. Got the common colors, yellow and white. Same exact tempo on both of these. And then we've got the Zamac version with a different tempo. It's just black where there was red. So it's just like a blacked out tempo. And, oh, here's an awesome casting for 2021. Pretty sure this is a new casting. Well, maybe it's not. The 85 Honda CRX in black or white. These were also pretty hard to come by, although I think the white one was easier to come by. I think that was the first release and there was a lot of them. But just a really cool car. Same tempo on both of them. Extremely happy to see that one in the lineup. That's collector number 90. And number 4 of 5. 10, sorry, 4 of 10. Have I been saying of 5? Collector number 114. That is the Corvette C7 Z06 convertible with the K&N livery all over it. Copper colored back wheel and gray colored front wheel. Good headlight details. Nice looking car. No alternate for that one unless it's a treasure hunt, which it most likely is. Same for this one, number 5 of 10. The 2020 Toyota GR Supra. I think we just saw that in the premium lineup as well, Fast and the Furious, if I'm not mistaken. Certainly it's in one of the premium lineups. Very cool to see that car. Super collectible in real life as well, even though it's still only brand new. Only one version of this one as well, 6 of 10. It's the 69 Copo Camaro with the number 170 Falcon Tires livery. Really good job with that. Interesting graphics. And a bunch of tempos on the hood as well. And number 7 of 10, I've got the Golf livery on this little Porsche 356 Outlaw. And that one is collector number 171. Cute little car. That's a pretty new casting. I know we saw that at least last year, maybe even the year before. And that brings us to number 8 of 10, where we do have 2 different paint variations here. 67 Chevelle SS 396. Yellow, I think, was the second color. With Ousley's Chevelle, 40 years. Or Osley's, I don't know. One or the other. Super Sport, metallic blue on this one. One of my favorite castings. I remember when it first came out. That would have been back about 2009. I just hoarded those. Back when I was really into hoarding Hot Wheels. I got over that phase now. I try to only buy no more than a couple of each. Well, that's not true. Some of them I buy 5 of, but that's a limit. Number 9 of 10 is the Mercedes-Benz 500 SL. Pretty sure this is a new casting for 2021. Maybe not. Maybe it was new in 2020. IWC Schaffhausen. IWC Racing hashtag. I'm obviously probably not saying that correctly. It is in German, and I am not up on my German. Mercedes-Benz. Pretty cool. I like that casting a lot. And the final one of the Hot Wheels Speed Graphics series is this awesome beast, the LB Works Lamborghini Huracan Coupe in the camouflage boulder kind of look with extreme details on the badging, headlights. Taillights were missed, unfortunately, but some really good looking wheels. Different wheels on the back than on the front. They're actually wider, just like they would be in real life. That was a hard car to come by as well. Definitely was looking to get at least one more of that. I think I did get 2, but yeah, hard car to find. We're down to the last series here. It is the Then and Now series. This is a really cool series because you've got one old version of a car and then its newer counterpart somewhere in the same series. Number 1 of 10 from the Gumball 3000 kind of movie, collector number 78. Ford GT40 in pearl white and gloss black. Completely different wheels and tampos. Very cool looking cars. Nice details on the headlights. Number 2 of 10. 2 of 10. That is the Nissan 17 Nissan GTR in yellow with really good details and silver charcoal. Same story. Superb car. Love that one. Great to have in the collection. And that was collector number 79. Who needs a metaverse when you have Hot Wheels on YouTube, right? You can't beat the reality of these. Well, not yet anyways. And they're only $1. That's one of the most wonderful things about collecting Hot Wheels. If you're only buying one each, you're not looking at more than about a $250 investment at the most for the entire year, assuming you bought at least one of each casting. So we've got the 21 Ford Bronco next. This is a very popular vehicle. Of course, with the Bronco being very new still to 2021. We've got the 2-door version here, so that's a concept, I think. And it's in orange and blue. Yeah, I really like that one as well. I was just lost in thought there thinking, I don't remember seeing an old version of the Bronco in this series, but I sure hope I do. So we got 4 of 10 is the 15 Mazda MX-5 Miata. Same wheels, different colors on the rims. Got the auburn red versus the silver gray matte metallic. And I do actually have a third one here to show you. That is the Treasure Hunt. So let's look at the difference between a Treasure Hunt of, this is just a regular Treasure Hunt versus a basic mainline. The Treasure Hunt has the Treasure Hunt flame on the rear fender. Difference in tempo. We've got Mazda up on the door. White stripe is different. It's actually a different car entirely. I think that's what I was coming to conclude. Different year of car anyways. Got the 91 versus the 2015. Yeah, that's where we had concluded as I was filming. This is the original casting with, I think that was released in 1990, but the interior did not have that roll bar. And I'm not sure, it didn't have that little spoiler either. So I should have grabbed my 1990 while I was up recharging this camera. Different wheels, obviously. So a lot of differences, different car entirely for the Treasure Hunt. That's kind of neat. I didn't know that that was the case for Treasure Hunts in some instances, but it does appear to be. So there you go. Moving on to number 5 of 10. 5 of 10. That is the 2017 Camaro ZL1 in orange or dark pearlescent blue. Really cool looking car. Sadly, no details for the headlights and tail lights, but that's fine. Collector number 154. The Mazda was collector number 129 in both cases. No, correction, the treasure hunt was number 190, not 129. Okay, that makes sense. Where are we now? Number 7 of 10. So we're missing number 6, it would appear. Yes, number 6 of 10 is missing. Number 7 of 10 is the 17 Ford GT. Didn't we just see this car in a different series? I think we did. Oh no, we saw it in the we saw something similar. We saw the 2016 Ford GT race. Side by side of those two cars. Hello. So we got a Zamac versus the other one. So very similar cars. One has a spoiler, the other does not. I think that's the only difference between these castings. Oh, different interior window piece as well. This one's got a scoop. This one does not. And the base, different as well. So different casting entirely, but very similar. And now let's get back on track here. We got the Zamac version and a white version. Nicely detailed with the headlights and no tail lights though. That's collector number 164. 2 cars left. That is the 70 Chevy Camaro RS. Collector number 179. Dark pearlescent blue with the blue interior, or orange with the white interior. And those are pretty nice looking cars. So the then and now, interestingly, in the past we used to see always a duplicate. So unless I'm missing the old Broncos, I'm going to have to do some checking to see if I'm missing old Broncos. But here we have a then and now side by side of the 2017 Camaros and the 1970 Camaros. So that's kind of cool. And other than that, I'm not really seeing any other then and now circumstances that line up right. Actually, that's not true. I'm definitely missing some cars here. But the Nissan Skyline 2000 GTR. This is a popular casting, so I'm not surprised that I'm missing the charcoal version of it. Collector number 180, if indeed there is one and not a treasure hunt. As there is the 2017 version of the Skyline, or GTR, and then the 1970 Skyline. So where's my charcoal one? Good question. Don't have it. That's all the cars I have, actually, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. And now I've got a significant amount of editing to piece all this together, not to mention a lot of time here to clean up this table. And here's a little post-video sneak peek at the situation. Lots of lighting to set up, so it's really gotten warm down here as we have 600 watts in halogen lighting burning away. And of course, a whole table covered in 2021 Hot Wheels cars, which are going to get put away into the plastic totes and set aside for a future year, maybe the year 2035, by the time I get around to actually opening them all up. Hopefully not that long. Hey, Nina, I can't believe you've been down here listening to me the whole time, rambling on about Hot Wheels. What a good girl. You're a good girl.